Gotta make sure the music's working. Yeah. Hopefully the music is indeed working. Vigilante Williamson here on the 47th episode of my show, the Vigilante Williamson Show. It is. As I look down at the date, April 29th, Thursday, April 29th. I hope you're having a good evening. We started on time. It's always cool to start on time. Don't seem like it's much of a crowd. Hell, Robert. See you in the chat as we fade out the theme music, so to speak. Hell. Not sure if I'm just falling off or if YouTube is messing with me the past couple weeks. Seems like my views and the amount of people on streams are a little bit down. At the same time, nothing in this earth is guaranteed. I'm happy to have the people here. I'm happy to have Robert here. There's like a couple other people are viewing us on the YouTube. Brutal Morningwood and Parrot are here. Hell, Parrot, Brutal Morningwood. So what's going on at D Live? We've got a little more action on a D Live as time's gone on. This is a simul stream, so if I don't see you D Livers, blame my head, not my heart, or blame my setup, not my head or heart. But yeah, I appreciate everyone here. Hail Stream Elements Bot. If you wanted to tip, you guys are really, really kicking ass and taking names as far as supporting me. I can't appreciate you enough. We all know Ogre Squasher, who's the unofficial producer of the whole network, the whole channel, Vigilante Williamson. But everyone else, especially last episode with Matt, it was a lot of support, and I appreciate it. I just switched to this new Stream Elements. I think that chat thing popping up, people feel a little bit more involved. And it's really fun. So thank you for everyone who has supported. And actually, that support is not just going to action figures and stuff in the background and shirts, new clothes for my chubby bummy ass. But also, I'm going to eventually get a new mask. I do want to get a new mask. It's actually will be based off the logo, which not to to plug more stuff. Capitalism. I do have a shirt store, Teespring, and Snorter Poop has got a. Snorter Poop has got a Coca-Cola shirt. It's the only shirt I sold though. Oh my goodness, it's anonymous, but I think by the amount, the insane amount and numerical relevance, I think our good friend and again benefactor of the show, as he was mentioned, Ogre Squasher 101, has given us a mint super chat, and of course, in typical Ogie fashion, it's silent. Brother, I can't, like I said, I don't, as the mask tries to eat my face, I don't know how to freaking, I want to, like, what can I do for you, Ogre Squasher, to pay what you've given me? I really hope I've given you however much you've contributed worth of entertainment. $101.10, Ogre Squasher 101, unless somebody else is trying to mimic Ogre Squasher, which thank you. But thank you, Ogre Squasher. It says anonymous, but I'm going to assume you. I can't, words don't express it enough. A solid benefactor. I hope I don't have to join the Illuminati because I'm not going to bend over. But I thank you. I'll give you do anything else outside of like sexual or demonic stuff. Neither of those. No, believe in the Most High, the scriptures. All right, Jens Peter. All right, Vigilante. I am here to stop you from being so harsh on the female fight scenes. Yeah. Sup, my ditters, says Sentient Dildo. Buzz, Sentient Dildo. Buzz. Sup, Robert? Oh, man. Don't worry about missing the show, man. I appreciate you being here. But I do think something's up with the notifications. Especially if somebody, you're basically, you are the channel. So that's messed up that you didn't get a notification for my previous shows. Hopefully you were able to watch the playbacks and you enjoyed them. You are the benefactor of the show, and if there's anything I could do for you, again, outside of sexual demonic, I mean, I'm not any of those things, but anything else, get you something you wanted. If you wanted something, you know what? If you wanted the babes that you paid for, expensive as they are, if you wanted to just say, you know what, I want something out the background, as much as you've given me, I can't help it. You can take it, bro. But hey, if there's some over notifications, feel free to share. Like all that good stuff. Hell, not just Sense in general, which we appreciate. But Tupac Shakur back from the dead. I don't jail, fresh eye. I don't bail, fresh eye jail. California dreaming, fucking up Tupac lyrics. Shock G just recently passed. Rest in peace, Shock G. I definitely suggest think Exozone. I mean, that's just how I think. Captain Cheesecake on the D Live. Hell, Captain Cheesecake. Appreciate it. And I am too blind to see what meme that is. It almost looks it's some dude with a fro. And being blind as a bat and trying to see through this mesh mask, I can't see. You know, I'm opening up a new tab. I want to see what this is. You know something? I can see it now. Being an old fuddy-duddy, I do not recognize who this is. I'm sorry, I'm old. I am an old head. So I don't know what the kids are talking about, who that is. So if that's like the most famous person on earth, you know, gonna share it. Let's see if it'll share. So maybe my fan base can tell me who the hell the chat got the cheesecake send me as a meme. Maybe because it didn't look like Shot G. It looked like I don't know who this was. So this is yeah. Let me show you what Captain Cheesecake. Shout out to D Live, by the way. We're still trying to grow on these platforms. I got to get on Odyssey. Does anybody know who the hell this is? This is what Captain Cheesecake gave me. If anybody knows who this is, let the people know. Yes, R.I.P. Shock G. R.I.P. Yeah, a lot of rappers dying. It makes me wonder if I should rap, and I'm not joking about that. It just die at a really high rate. Even guys who are not, Shot G was far from a gangster. He was, fun. The guy who put your satin in your panties. Yeah, no, he was a rapper in Digital Underground. It was a group from the 80s and early 90s that actually launched our own Tupac Shakur's career. He was a backup dancer and an occasional vocalist. I think second or third album. And it still did songs with Shock G because I Get Around. It was on Tupac's album. So, it still did music. But no, it's not Shock T, Robert. Hell, Nancy, a.k.a. V-Star333. I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? How about yourself? Man, I wish it was Kelly Brook donating to me. You know what I mean? I would go half on the baby. I thought it was Cam Newton. But he looks, he doesn't, I don't know if it's Cam Newton. That's the Patriots quarterback. All right, I'll get rid of this and go back to me. A different black guy, I guess. And yeah, even though I look pale, I am indeed black. I see Captain Cheesecake. No, he didn't ask me, but we appreciate the meme. The mystery shall live on, Captain Cheesecake. The mystery shall live on. So yeah, we have an ogre squasher, ascension dildo, snorter poop is Q Burr, a polar bear, half demon, and a Captain Cheesecake. You see that dude got arrested in the UK for reading the Bible out loud in public? Is hate speech fairly? Whoa. Wow. That's kind of scriptural, isn't it? To when the government start going after the Bible like that, it's not hate speech, man. It's not hate speech. And I guess if somebody's keep screaming like the part about abomination at somebody, that's that's harassment. But like if somebody's just reading it out in the corner, they have the right. But free speech is destroyed, and it's been really bad over really, really bad over in the UK. So I did not see that. Rap on VW. I remember Underground. So she remembers Digital Underground. And she's out of the hospital. Thank God. 3 weeks is a long time. How are you feeling? I hope you're doing a lot better. I think I remember I can't remember what stream I saw that you said that on. I hope you feel a lot better. And I cannot do the Humpty Dance Ascension dildo. I cannot do the Humpty Dance. I guess, Jesus, Durag. This is why I need a new mask. This one sucks because it's really so cheap. But like, yeah, I guess if Ogre Squasher wants me to do the Humpty Dance, I'd have to learn. I don't know how to do it. And yes, Kelly Brooks could indeed play Power Girl. If you didn't see our episode of the Culture Crime Fires every Wednesday, alternate channels. Yesterday it was on my channel. Next week it will be on Matt, aka Fireball Productions. That's the channel name. And yeah, we saw Kelly Brook, who one of our fans, one of our benefactors, because he's another guy who spends quite a bit of money on me and Matt. Someone's Ogre Squasher, APM. He says he's not a part of the LGBTQ community any more than I'm a person of color. He's a gay bloke. Just like I'm a brother from Detroit. Just how it is. Yeah. So go ahead and check that episode. You didn't think it's a wrestling nude? No, it's not Xavier Woods either. I almost thought The Weeknd. I know who you're thinking of, Xavier Woods. He's too light to be Xavier Woods, and he's not Cam Newton. And I thought maybe The Weeknd, but I almost feel like he may not be the. I don't know how The Weeknd looks like that. You know what I mean? So if it's The Weeknd, it could be The Weeknd. But yeah, it's not Xavier Woods either. I know what Xavier Woods looks like. Hell, Liger fan, you're a wrestling guy. You know that's not Xavier Woods. You probably didn't see the guy. But no, it's not Xavier Woods or Kofi. Hell yeah, says Nancy. I think it was about God creating a man or a woman. Oh my God, so that's what it is. I knew it was going to be something along those lines. You know, an interesting story about that. So I think I've talked about this in a previous episode a long time ago. And I talked about religion. Currently, I do believe in the Most High, the Bible, and that Christ walked the earth and died for his sins. I don't necessarily need anyone else to believe that. I know there's people of all different faiths, and you're all welcome. But that's just my personal beliefs. I was raised, though, as a Jehovah's Witness. And one of the things they would say, and this is literally because they around Passover, they have the Lord's evening meals, commemoration of Jesus's sacrifice. So the whole freaking religion, and there's some biblical link to this, but it's based upon the 144,000, the anointed, and that some are going to be anointed, go to heaven. I know this is a tangent, but I'll get to it. Some are going to be in heaven. Some are going to be in heaven. Some are going to be on the earth is paradise. But 144,000, and every year, only the people who partake of the wine or the bread, or maybe both, only they are part of the anointing. And it's very few people. And what they used to say as I was a kid, this is why I came to this whole story about man and woman. When I was a kid, they used to say, well, how do you know? You know just like you're a man or a woman. Because back in the 90s, that was established. No one thought about this sort of stuff. There's no disrespect to any other gender either. I'm just explaining the story. So this was their thing up until, I haven't gone to it in a while. And then, after a while, I still try to keep this thing, but they don't say that anymore. And I thought it was interesting that they changed their tune. And they used to criticize other sects, SECTS, not SEX. And sorry if I lost a few people with the whole religious thing, but it's just interesting that they changed their tune on a man and a woman thing. They used to be a backbone of a phrase they said every fucking year, that if you would know if you were anointed like you're a man or a woman, and they no longer say it. So it's just a kind of I guess they were trying to preempt something like that, where there's censorship for the Bible, and I'm not for any sort of censorship, even things I do not like. Yeah, I'm on Darth Haster and Butterflies here in West Virginia. How's West Virginia? I hope it's nice. And I hope you're doing well. Looks like The Weeknd. Since you did, I don't think this is The Weeknd. I'm close to The Weeknd. Wish Kelly Brook would play with my Power Man, but yeah, you and me both. Who are we talking about? Okay, did I lose it? Damn it. I'm so. Let's see if I can bring it back. So, okay, we in the D Live. Shout out to Captain Cheesecake. I'm not sure. Let me go check D Live, see if he told me. Shout out to you guys when we start. So, no, he hasn't said anything, but we still appreciate him being here. But he sent me the meme, and we're trying to figure out who the fuck the meme is. My guess is The Weeknd. Somebody says Xavier Woods. No, it's not that. Somebody said Cam Newton. It looks close, but not that either. So here we go, Liger fan. Talking about this guy. Me and Central Dildo think it's just The Weeknd. No one else knows. Yours still need to come on back. We bullshit soon. Kick him on me. Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, I'll have a picture of trying to terminate it. Just put it back up. And next hoodie. I would appreciate any purchases. No one's actually purchased the logo hoodie or anything. Snow the Poop has purchased a Coca-Cola shirt, and I appreciate that. And actually, Mando Merck, who created the logo, gets a royalty from this. So I want to give him a royalty. He asked me, has anyone bought any shirts? Unfortunately, they haven't. So please, indeed, if you can, feel free to buy anything. No, they're not. That is processed. They no, they don't think that's related at all. No, they're the ones that knock on your door. It's pretty, honestly, it's close to vanilla. No, Kofi's much darker than that, and he has a thicker beard. He looks different. So yeah, I'm gonna say it may have been a weekend. The world will never know. But no. They knock on the door. Oh, hand out magazines. Have a pretty vanilla. I mean, a lot of it is scriptural based, I would say. But then their big thing is the kicking people out, which actually didn't happen to me. I never got baptized. Ribs can't fight. Jens Peter 2021. Jens is a national treasure, an international treasure. And I love it. So we got 3 votes for the weekend. We're going with the weekend on that meme. So if Captain Cheesecake, if that wasn't the weekend, please let us know who it was. Who it is. Wait, how is the hoodie out of stock? Jesus Christ, did I get canceled? How is my stuff out of stock? It shouldn't be out of stock. I don't even know how the stock works. I put a logo up there and it just, people buy it. I don't know how, it shouldn't be out of stock because there's no one who's bought them. I may have set it up wrong. Oh, oy vey. Oy vey. I got to figure that out. Oh, that's the Stream Elements. And yeah, they have the Watchtower. I'm stranded, LL. Long story. Oh, no. Well, screw a hoodie. We got to get an Uber or something or get you moving. I don't want you to be stranded. That's not good. But yeah, it's messed up about the man shouting out scriptures about man and a woman. It's also, again, the whole point of telling that Jehovah's Witness story is the fact that you used to use man. You knew what you were, like a man or a woman, as a part of their, narrative, part of things they said, and they changed it because of the modern era. They changed it a few years ago. They changed it like 5 or 6 years ago. So they bent the knee, so to speak. But we hope we can get Nancy. Like, if there's anything we can do to help, please let us know. Please let us know. Seriously. I mean, yeah, Nancy, let us know if we can help. Seriously. As far as today's show, because I've just rambled for 20 minutes. What are we going to talk about? A bunch of random stuff. Why Twitter is stupid and why we are feeding the beast, so to speak, with Twitter. Disney finally paying up. Really fucked up hairlines, and we're going to reset the Matthew B. Jordan not really wanting to do Superman. And maybe he has his own idea of what superhero he wants to use. I'm kind of waiting to see what happens with Nancy. I feel all right. Only interactions I had with JW is telling them to fuck off when they ring my doorbell. Yeah, I've never been a fan of that. I'm sure that contributed to my anxiety as a human. It's like, why? Who in Detroit? Come on, man. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Why are we doing this? And I'm just being honest. Oh boy. But yeah. So speaking of religions, Twitter is a religion. And for as much criticism as we give it, and we do give it a criticism, and it's not doing perfectly, their stock has slumped because they haven't hit, the forecasted amount of user growth, but they're still growing users. More people are using Twitter, even if it's not as many people as they want it, and they'll have a stock slump. Twitter is getting fed, and to me, Twitter is like the least relevant of social media compared to TikTok and Instagram. You know what I mean? To me, those are the most relevant social media platforms, with Facebook just kind of always being there. Yet and still, Twitter is still as popular as it ever has been. Even Orange Man less. I mean, there was some dip. It's still popular. And, before kind of getting hard by in the story, who here still uses Twitter? I actually am like 2 followers away from 100, but I'm the worst follower on the damn platform because I don't really post much. I mean, I post, the show and stuff like that. Yeah, I was like that for the longest until we start doing this. Never used Twitter in my life, never will. That's the best way to handle it. It's a useless platform. Anyone else? What are your thoughts on the Twitter? Apparently people like it. I only use it to contact other creators and post when I'm doing the show because, as Ogre Squash talked about, notifications are not working for little old me. May have to download Twitter only for the YouTube channel. Yeah, that's the only reason I had Twitter. And I do not have it on my phone. I only have it on the desktop. I refuse to have it on my phone. Refuse. I don't want to interact with it anymore. And anyone who knows me knows I'm a Twitter boomer. I'm very bad. Shout out to Jed who sent me a message, but because I don't have my messages open and didn't know I'm a boomer, I didn't have it open to see an invitation, which I don't know if I could have did because I think I was streaming at the same time, but neither here nor there. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible Twitter boomer, and I don't really care to change because I hate Twitter. I would love Minds to take its place. I'm just as active on Minds, probably a little bit more so. But yeah, and yeah, just use Twitter for DMing. Yeah, it's based on a face. Okay, it's based on a face made by streamer Trihex to Layer change. Oh, okay. Layer changed his name to Try Hard. Thank you, Liger fan. I appreciate that. Real quick. Let me see with D Live real quick. And then we'll go on to Twitter and a success. Captain Cheesecake. We're thinking it's Try Hard, formerly Try Hex. So that's neither here nor there. So Twitter's monetizable daily active users hit 199 million in the March quarter, shy of 200 million Wall Street anticipated, but up from 7 million year in 2000. Okay, I don't know what that. Maybe that's supposed to be 2020, but up 7 million from the year end and significantly higher than 166 million a year ago. Period. So they are 30 plus million, 33, of course, Illuminati confirmed, but 30 million plus 33 million, Illuminati again confirmed, plus more users than they were last year. Revenue of 1.4 billion, up 28% from 808 million a year prior, which also fell short. Ad revenue was 899 million, up 32%. So these are numbers that didn't hit targets, but it's still growth. Of course, for Wall Street wasn't enough. Twitter went down 11%, but that'll probably correct if they keep at this pace, in my opinion. This is despite permanently banning the Orange Man in January. A letter from stockholders. The company said a pandemic-related surge buoyed users and creators and create challenge accounts. Hell, it got people like me to create channels and then create Twitters for my channel. So yeah. Jihadi Jack Dorsey talked about advertising advances, civil applying labels to tweets containing misleading information about COVID vaccines, like that they're safe. Oh no, that's not what they apply labels to. And here's the thing, and this is a comment that is interesting. This is kind of the point of the article. Incredible. The most volatile, toxic media platform in the history of the United States keeps getting bigger when it should get smaller, which means people like the chaos. Oh, well, no, we have no one to blame but ourselves for continuing to feed the beast. Yeah, it turns out radicals are half the country. Jihadi Jack commented on his own article, looks like. But seriously, we have no one to blame but ourselves. Why the fuck is Twitter still growing? You would think Twitter was a dating site? Yeah. I haven't tried online dating in this area. I don't want to deal with the youth. I guess we're racists for thinking it was the weekend. I don't know. I may lose my black card for that. Hell, Bridie's Day. Hell. Appreciate he's helping me be less boomer. And hell, Newbound Turk. Appreciate you showing back. We weren't trying to bully MGTOWs because Lord knows there's a lot of that I still deal with. I still appreciate, and some of the content creators I do. But we still love you and we understand MGTOW. Just I'm not going to make a declaration for the rest of my life as far as anything. That's my main thing. But a lot of it, hell, I'm not looking for. Even if the girl showed up like the Kelly Brook girl, I gotta reconsider. But I'm not gonna just throw my life away for a pretty face anymore. Never trust a big button to smile. That girl is poison. All right. So yeah, Twitter, despite it being trash, still popular. How trash is it? Well, trash enough for people on Twitter to claim My Hero Academia is normalizing child abuse and domestic violence. This is the most popular, this is the platform growing. This platform that harbors people like this. I'm not even gonna post and say their name. I don't know who this person is. They posted social media 3 photos of Bakugo. I do not watch My Hero Academia, nor do I read it, so I know very little about it outside of a basic premise. And pronouncing people's names not going to be something I'm good at. Anyway, the user wrote, MHA, My Hero Academia, is normalizing child abuse and domestic violence. The scene is not a laughing matter. And if you think it's normal for a mother to hit her son while he was calm and tell him that he's to blame for his recent kidnapping, making him feel worse for causing a lot of trouble, then you need a therapist. This is what we have here. Smack. I mean, I'm not going to comment on it. I don't know if she's a single mother, and that's always an issue. But outside of that, if she's a single mother, then she does need to be ashamed. Outside of that, all seriousness, yeah, this is Twitter. This is what we have. Later, he went on a thread. They all love MHA so much. Can't even identify its flaws. Please, for God's sake, open your eyes. Bakugo was mentally and emotionally affected by that incident, and for his mom to blame him for what just happened. That's not just it. Shaking my head. I'm absolutely horrified and disgusted with the fact that people are actually defending this. I'm simply shook. He's shook that people are defending this cartoon for being a cartoon. And outside of that, I mean, a lot of parents have smacked their kids. I know this is a soft generation where it's child abuse, but they grow up to be TikToks if you don't beat their ass. I'm simply shook. It's crazy to think that in this day and age, some people actually get away with crimes such as child abuse, domestic violence. Whoa, he used the pizza word. What the hell does this have to do with pizza? She smacked the shit out of her son. Jesus. And I'm sure this is probably the same asshole who defended Cutie. I don't know. You know what? I shouldn't say it. I know nothing about this guy. Just a rando. But people were defending Cuties, and then you have motherfuckers like this saying this. One user, he tweeted, came back to this post, and I'm shocked there's not a single valid argument. Please don't say your opinion. You don't have any proper to say. Don't. Yeah. Laws explain. So. Portray something unusual and comedic, you're normalizing it. You're a complete dipshit buying into and feeding a moral panic that will never do anyone any good. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I remember Gohan got the shit beat out of him. Fucking Dragon Ball. One user wrote, MHA is normalizing teenagers going outside, finding crime dressed up in tight clothing. Are we going to rip on the show for that? Yeah. Yes, and abusing a fictional child and his fictional mother in a fictional world where people have superpowers, but nah, we're the evil ones and crazy for laughing at something that's meant to be funny. And there's much, much more of this. I'm not gonna go through the whole thread. But yeah, this is the platform that's the most popular one. This is the platform, the most popular one. So as more people are showing up, what I'm saying. Remember, there will be multiple accounts to put up people followers. Yes, there's definitely some botting, people numbers. There's a lot of bots. There's definitely a hell of a lot of bots. There's a lot of bots even on this platform. And yeah, Twitter is a stench post. It's the one of the most trash things that's ever been created by humanity. Operation Bluebird by the CIA, which is, you can look that up yourself. Greetings, or Android Scanner, one of our RoboCop avatar having users here. We appreciate you here. Greeting Organics, he says. My Hero Academia is such a good show. Give it a try. I might. Who are you calling organic? Yeah, obviously Cincinnati Dildos, not organic. Gotta be respectful. I read Twitter for the humor, never post though. It's like most obviously spaceport. You never find a more wretched hive or scum and villainy. You must be cautious. I've never been a for the laws guy. I can't, I can't deal with the Twitter has traumatized me. I not to be a My Hero Academia hater, but Jesus, some of the shit you see, and it's just like, man, millions of people are getting that shit spammed out. Tupac, keeping his artistic integrity, never tweeted. Appreciate it. Greedy's my favorite, my fellow mechanical friend. He's not a fellow, but yeah, Buzz. They're speaking tech. Hell, it's not why I got pissed. We claim to be better than the left for staying there more inclusive, yet excluding half the. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And I felt bad because some of the stuff, there was, I can't remember who said it. Somebody said, "Oh, they're all losers." I'm like, I'm not going that far. I just, I have a difference of opinion. I share a lot of opinions, but just a difference in some of it. And I think there's, I made a video about it. You can check it out where I commented on the good and commented, hey, there's some people who are just too focused on women. That's why, like, MGTOW Money is a channel I like because he's focused on fucking money. And there's channels I like still in the MGTOW space. But you're right. No, we don't want to shit on people with other views. And everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. So yeah. Hail Ogre. What kind of pizza was it? Not sure if Ogre Squasher, if you're aware. I mean, you do fly billionaires around, so you may be aware of rich people. But the pizza is a reference to a specific love. Okay, I can't explain the whole conspiracy on this channel, on this platform. Look up that word and then gate, and it's a whole thing. And so me saying pizza was to refer to another word for P file. So because of that whole thing. Humans will be humans. We never change. There's something to that. There's something to that. And hey, I mean, I know me and Matt, at least, we try to call out stuff on both sides. And we've called out a lot of stuff on the right too, especially historically. Even currently, there's a lot of grifting. How progressive. If anyone takes life advice from a cartoon, unless it's He-Man, he should be forced to watch He-Man all the episodes. It's not a bad thing to watch He-Man. Hell, there's Moonchild, not other RoboCop Avatar fan. There's some bots are better than others. Oh man, Gomer Cow. Hell. He just tipped $15. That's what he said. Appreciate Gomer. I appreciate it. Man, $15 is not a little bit of money. I know Ogre goes insane with his chats, but 15 is not, small chump change. Especially because you just donated money yesterday, like for $50, $40. Hell, my friend, I hope you're doing okay. Thanks for allowing me to be in this community. Wow, you're more than allowed. I appreciate it. It's an honor and privilege to call you guys friends. Same here. Same with all you guys, man. I love all you guys more than you can know. I know my chat talk is dumb. No, it isn't. You still accept me. You still watch me, and I'm an idiot in the mask. Like the Bill DeVoe singing. I'm not a great singer, but I appreciate it. You guys, you're far too kind. And man, you guys really cheer me up. Freaking Brightest Day did a video like for shorts, trying to promote my channel, and he's been helping me out, be less of a boomer. He even offered to do the shorts for me, like me sending the stuff, which I may take him up if YouTube keeps messing around with my stuff. Yeah, okay. Saying hi to Stream Elements. Yeah, Stream Elements has been doing an awesome job. You guys keep the channel monetized without it being monetized. We've talked about potentially having issues with notifications, and we never know if my channel will ever get to that 1,000 mark. But regardless, I'm already monetized because you support me. And again, we are looking into getting a new mask done. And everyone's saying hi to everybody. And that's nothing. The community here. So Newborn Turk, you have a legitimate beef, man. You have a legitimate beef. And I'm going to genuinely apologize, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we should be more accepting. And I honestly, if you watch my video, you will recognize it's not criticizing for the sake of just being like, oh, this is all stupid. It's more like, hey, there's a lot of positive for it, but it has to be focused on, man, getting people more focused inwardly on the self-improvement element of it. I am just 1,000% for. And I think that's a very healthy element of it. Jet's Pizza is the shit. I love Jet's Pizza. I talked about it like a million times, how I used to have such a rapport with the people at Jets that as soon as I called, they knew exactly what the hell I ordered, which is disgusting. And this is part of the reason I have a food addiction and I'm obese. My other RoboCop avatar having motherfucker, something like that. Hell, Darius found the way to directly at you from my PC. You will see it soon. Yeah, the 8 squared. So 8 squares Rule with garlic infused crust. Yeah, this is just piece not too far from me. I don't know. I don't feel like driving that far. I'm being lazy. But yep. When am I going to get a PO box? I'll probably get that soon. I may just go ahead and get that this weekend, or you know what I mean. Thank you. I appreciate it. Takes a real honest person to apologize. Yeah, I apologize for the. Like I said, you're right. I want this to be as welcoming a place for everybody. And again, I don't have my criticism is not even with the core base of it. It's just some of the. There's some people who have some toxic energy with it. There's some people who have some good energy with it, and you got to focus on the people with good energy. And again, it doesn't even have to be about women. I think a lot of it's just about men, improving themselves. That part is the thing that really has me, because I heard about it before and I was just like, whatever. But yeah. I get it. Alrighty. So we're done talking about Twitter. Let's talk about Disney. Disney has been ripping off motherfuckers left and right for a long ass time. They're currently in a lawsuit with the Predator. The Predator creators, which I probably should talk more about, man, because that's his own thing. As a matter of fact, I'll put that up as the next story while we go and do this, because that's an interesting story as well. I really hope they win. They have more of a case than I thought. The Predator creators, because there's a contract clause. The worst that may happen is they may have to punt this and try this 2 years later. But at the same time, because I cannot, no, there it is. But yeah, they may have to punt and go back 2 years later because of it's like a notification rule, and that's the only thing Disney has is to potentially push them back. But I think they're still going to have to deal with this at one point or another. So yeah, let me see. Most of the toxic core is YouTube. Yeah, I know not all behave like that. In fact, I would say the majority of people who are MGTOW don't even know what MGTOW is. They might know now because it's become more popular, but they were just people who just lived their lives, focused on the business, wasn't, never were in a serious relationship with a woman, and just was on some chill shit. And then it became a money source, just like anything. When money gets involved, things start getting fucked up. By the way, please super chat. No, it's a capitalist channel. But seriously, when money gets involved, things get fucked up. Speaking of money getting involved, fucking things up. Hashtag Disney must pay. I just shit it on Twitter. It's not all bad all the time. Comic book creators Chuck Wendig, which is kind of a goof. Neil Gaiman, who's a fucking legend. Let's be honest, even if he's also kind of a goof, they join an author task force. The movement to get Disney to pay back royalties to authors has intensified, with several authors now forming a task force, which is good to pull your resources together to get more pressure on the mouse, using hashtag Disney must pay to put pressure on the House of Mouse. So reworded. Joining the task force is Neil Gaiman, legendary comic author, creator of Sandman, and Chuck Wendig, kind of a goofy motherfucker, but he is a former Marvel comic book star writer and a novel author who was fired over anti-Republican tweets. Oh yeah, Chuck Wendig was fired over that. Yeah. I remember that. Now they talk about it. Join the phrase Tess Gerritsen, who I'm not aware of. So, and neither am I immediately aware of Mary Robinette Kowal, but I'm sure they deserve their money as well. It began when it was reported Alan Dean Foster, this is of last year, author of the first Star Wars tie-in novel Splinter of the Mind's Eye and the novelizations of the Alien franchise, stopped receiving royalty checks from Lucasfilm after Disney purchased them. When one company buys another, they acquire its liabilities as well as assets, certainly reaping the benefits of the assets. I would like my minuscule, though it's not small to me, share, Foster said in November. So here's the thing. If Disney would have stopped printing this stuff, they wouldn't have to pay him anything. Because they're still printing this material and still making money off it, they owe him his royalties. There was a massive media backlash to Foster's treatment by Disney, and it would appear that Disney is working on remedying the situation with Mr. Foster Per's blog. So that's good, but they need to pay everybody. They need to pay the royalties they owe. They're only a billion company that got a bailout from the fucking United States taxpayers. What is it to pay the people you owe for the properties you're still profiting off of? You're already not paying people for their own creative input in these properties. You can't pay the people you owe. I hope they lose the fucking Predators franchise too, or at least that their share of it, whatever it is. We'll talk about that in the next article. It appears that Foster wasn't the only author to not receive royalties. Writers must be paid. Task Force alleges that Disney adjacent publishers, including the publisher Boom Studios, I didn't know Boom, I guess, owes writers agreed upon royalty. So we have this list: Lucasfilm, Boom Studios, Dark Horse Comics, 20th Century Fox, MGM, Marvel Worldwide, and Disney Worldwide. So a lot of Marvel and Disney related stuff, and then even Boom, and actually most of these properties are Disney. They're on 20th Century Fox, Lucasfilm, and Marvel at this point, obviously their own stuff, and then MGM, Boom, and Dark Horse as the other companies who are stiffing people. In the case of Boom Studios, they published Disney comics as well, based upon Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Uncle Scrooge, and Disney Afternoon comics such as Darkwing Duck for a number of years. Okay, almost done. Or sort of. So according to Boom, they no longer owe royalties. So the real issue is whether or not these royalties transfer, and I feel like they should, because if any debt can be canceled out by the transfer of a company, you can form a new company, transfer over assets, and say we don't owe you. That would destroy. This would destroy the debtor. They can't do this. The precedent of something like this would be very destructive. Since Disney declined to cooperate with the task force in identifying authors, Disney must pay. So I guess they are going to probably work off cutting those royalty checks. At least that's what they told The Guardian. But it's very interesting that they were into some of the shaftiness that they've been in. Let me see. Let's see what we're talking about. So Robert said he only heard about MGTOW from Drexel. Okay. They like the drama YouTube channels. They strive for confrontation. Clicks equals money. The more toxic they are, the more attention they get. Yeah, that's the way a lot of people are trying to make money on this platform, regardless of the community. It's drama, confrontation, bullshit. Dropped the super chat and had to run outside. Well, you didn't miss much. We were just read your super chat. I appreciate it again. I'm glad you like my singing. I don't know why the hell that happened, but thank you, man. Thank you. And we're just talking about Disney not paying people, though. Even though it looks like they may be pressured into actually working with a lot of authors they owe. Yeah, toxicity sells well, but better, way better than positivity. So speaking English, what the hell am I doing? Clickbait, yeah. Clickbait sells. Clickbait works. Hell, didn't I throw Kyrie LeBron in this fucking thumbnail? So I mean, I'm trying my hand at it. I think I even use laser eyes too. I'm trying my hand at the little clickbait game. He's just tossing in Brie Larson, Amber Turd. Everyone's saying hi. I love it. Gomer Kyle saying hi to everybody. Everybody saying hi to Gomer Kyle. It's awesome. So yeah, clickbait thing is a thing. I hope Disney pays their fucking people. Same with these other companies. A lot of these are, I guess, through licensed stuff. But yeah, I really hope Disney pays up. And it looks like, put pressure. And if you care about Disney actually paying their debts, put pressure on them as well, just like all other fans. I just can't see them doing, kind of reverse what debt collectors do. They sell off your debt to the next collector and countdown resets. Yeah, they can't have it both ways. Random, though. I don't know if Pirates and Princesses are in the Illuminati. But that's an Illuminati eye. So just pointing out there. All right. No thanks, Cinema Blend. Leave us alone. The Predator franchise is locked in a lawsuit involving Disney. The Predator franchise had its latest release in 2018, The Predator, which had a strong opening weekend according to this site. While another Predator movie is in works, a recent development has complicated those plans. It's not recent I'm not sure this has all the details, but I'll try to fill in what it doesn't have. An issue between the original Predator scribes and Disney's 20th Century Studios has become public. thanks to lawsuits becoming filed or having been filed. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Jim and John Thomas, who wrote 1987's The Predator, has filed a lawsuit against 20th Century Studios over the copyright of the sci-fi action classic. The Thomas brothers allegedly filed the suit to exploit a copyright termination provision. The biggest push was the rights to their original Predator script, titled Hunters, originally expiring April 17th. The loophole would allow the brothers to cancel any transfers 35 years after creating the original script. Their attorney, Mark Toberoff, said in the filing. In 2016, the Thomas brothers properly availed themselves of their copyright in Section 203A Copyright Act to recover their literary material by serving the recording U.S. Copyright Office within the prescribed statutory window of a termination with an effective termination date of April 17th, 2021, which we know is coming past. They allege they filed a termination with 20th Century Fox back in 2016, which would have made their notice valid, because that's really the only contention that I see, even though I'm not a lawyer. Because I guess their notice, what Disney's contention is that they filed that notice improperly, and as a result, only the notice they filed again this year will be valid, which I think gives them a 2-year window. I'm trying to see if it cuts down to this. Okay, that's pretty much it. These lawsuits couldn't come at a worse time for both Disney and 20th Century Studios. In 2020, it was announced 10 Cloverfield Lane director Dan Trachtenberg will helm a 5th Predator installment, script penned by Patrick Allison, but now those plans may be on the backbone as the two sides are battling in court for the franchise rights. So I guess it's cast a shadow on the franchise, which is good because Disney needs less properties. So the long and short of that, which that was a lot of legalese for me. And yeah, I know Islington Girl, hell Islington Girl, good, hashtag free the Predator. You're the one who brought it up like last week or whenever it came out. I didn't realize how strong their case was. But they do have a very strong case because basically, as I understand it, the real issue is the validity of this 2016 notification where they noted then 20th Century Fox before they had sold, hey, you're going to lose the copyright. We're going to take it back at this date. If that's invalid, they filed another one that would give them another 2-year window, which, yeah, they could get the movie out by then, but would you want to do a movie for something you're going to lose in 2 years? That would still screw it up. The worst they could do is hold out. And yeah, I saw that. Shout out to Black and White Sports. Fucking Rhodes is somebody who followed me on Parler back when I was still around. I think it's been back. So shout out to Rhodes. He's a cool. Shout out to John Matrix. They're both awesome. So yeah, Black and White Sports back to at 101K subs. That's fucking awesome. Predatory lenders deserve, not to go biblical, but it says not to lend on usury, and that's why you shouldn't, because that's freaking predatory. Damn it, my Predator alone. Yeah, leave Predator alone. No one wants a Indian squaw warrior. Yeah, is that the premise? Like a Native American thing? Not thing, obviously. Native American like theme for the movie. I think it may be. I don't know. I can't remember if it was set in a different time or they was using the modern time. But yeah, that's a terrible looking hashtag, but you know what I mean. Hey, hashtag free the Predator. It's a little more formatted with the capitalization. It's it works. Hashtag release the Snyder Cut works. So I think free the Predator, right? As everyone says hi to the Islington Girl. And yes, you did mention it. You did mention it. Trash the script is crap. Yeah, it's looking good. No one wants the dumb Disney movie. Who wants to watch the Predator get emasculated? No thanks. Maybe they'll make the Predator a female so they won't have to emasculate him. Hope the new Predator is better than the last one. We need a new hashtag. This one is problematic. Well, that means it's good because problematic equals good in this day and age. Not good. I didn't bring it up. I don't know if you guys saw this. It's in the thumbnail. Kind of got it from Gary. But I've often said, as bad as woke stuff is, if it was just good or competent, it wouldn't be as bad. And this is going back to comics. We saw ugly Captain Marvel, and now we have what happens when you have a black Superman. This is what happens when you get a black Superman. Oh boy, how can I get to this tweet? Oh, Bounty has an article on it, so we just go to Bounty articles. What the hell? Why does Bounty look all funny? I'm sorry, guys. This looks weird. There we go. Actually, hold on a second. Sorry. Let's go ahead and stop the camera because I have to sneeze and I don't want you guys to hear it. So give me a second. Alrighty. Let me freshen up a bit and then I'll get back on camera. Alrighty. I didn't really sneeze, just blew my nose for a sneeze. So that's always awesome when you catch it. But anyways, apparently Kryptonian barbers suck. At least for black hair. They can't cut black hair. At least when Brian Hitch is drawing. DC comic artist Brian Hitch responds to criticism of his Infinite Frontier variant cover, where he drew a bottle opener instead of a face, by telling fans to fuck off. So that's nothing like doing something shitty, getting criticized for your shittiness, where you split a guy's head open for some reason and made his head a bottle opener, and then you tell the fans, fuck off. Fuck off. In this latest example of disdain for readers that have become increasingly common amongst comics industry professionals and prominent comic book artist, Brian Hitch recently responded to criticism for his Infinite Frontier. That's what I just said. I just said, in a bounding in the comics way. This is Calvin Ellis. This is who would be Superman, but won't be, as we'll talk about later. Earth 23. This is what he looks like. He has like a vagina. I don't know. It's like a bullet hole. I don't know. A vagina-sized bullet hole in his head, which is shaped like a green top of a Green Lantern. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, this is you make. Why can't he be drawn well? What's wrong with drawing him properly? The following covers debut, fans began to criticize for his depiction of Ellis's hairstyle. They took note of his sideburns and his lack of widow's peak and just how back his hairline went. Kryptonian barbers ain't shit, apparently. There you go. That art is good. No, it's not. But the hairline, though, shit's pushed back higher than LeBron's. That's why he's crying in the thumbnail. Let's see. What self-respecting black man? Oh no, I think this might be a reference to Winter Soldier. What self-respecting black man will hold the shield? So what self-respecting black man walk out of barbershop looking like this? Yeah, this is a free cut. You would argue if you get your hair cut like this at a barbershop, you're going to argue. You're going to say, hey, what the fuck happened to my hairline? What the heck is up with the hairline? And his response to being shitty for doing something poorly and being criticized on Twitter is, you can fuck right off, man. I mean, no disrespect, just having a little fun with it. Oh, no, that's not him. That's somebody else. And then he deleted his tweet. Oh, you lot. So yeah, and then this is the other cover with Darkseid's massive penis. He's not publicly addressed or apologized, at least as of this writing of this bonding article. So yeah, that's what happens in this world, man. This is why the comics industry is failing, because a bunch of people who are shitty at their jobs, who can't handle being shitty, who can't handle any criticism. It's insane. Let me see. Sorry about that. Alrighty. Put in time. Yeah, it's okay. It is set in the olden days. Talking about the Predator. That's what I thought. Vig wants to free the Predators. The series Predator Central did on not actual Predators. DDP or whatever the guy is. EDP? The really, really fat guy. He's at least fatter than me and he's like a sick fuck. So yeah, Princess Predator, maybe. Frida, you too. I don't think that's any better. Islington girl. House of Mal hasn't had an interstellar track record of great storytelling. Predator is doing. If it can be saved by the writers who apparently would just resell it, but yeah. Oh geesh, Rassus. His head's not nappy. Well, I mean, it's just fucked up. Looks stupid. Fuck off, fans, says Poxcore. To Poxcore. And I don't even read comics. Yeah, it's terrible looking. Cinchadillo, you're right. That comic book was sell well. Yeah, it won't. Yeah, Tupac says skull fucking area. Like, look at this. I know technically it's just eye shading. You're right. Newbound Turk, but it looks insane. It's very odd shading. I've never seen shading. Free one ugly motherfucker. Yeah. Or an axe wound. How does that get past the editor? Because they don't edit. They're too busy on Twitter. Yeah, they're called editors. They're supposed to edit. They're supposed to say, hey, what the hell is this? That is their job. You're right. They exist. But yeah, Tupac Shakur is right. They're probably canceling someone on Twitter, and that's non-exaggeration. I'm still their editor. It's the girl Tupac Shakur. Oh, boy. It's a DC hemorrhoid mutating in a superhuman form. Yes, you're right. Do better. Fucking Falcon told all those people to do better and didn't have any solutions. Do better. Yes, that's what This is Black Superman. I wear a hat, so I don't know. I just tell the girl to cut it short, but I'm not Superman either. Still, man, I wear a hat. I've actually just been cutting my own. I used to go to a barber. I'm like, who am I trying to impress with a lineup? Oh, this is just me promoting. Comic artists insist on having weird shading and light sources because they can't draw. EDP is the fat fuck demon. EDP 445. He's the Predator. Do not free him. Even though I heard he's gonna get off. That didn't sound right. He's gonna fucking probably not be charged because the people who caught him fucked something up. I haven't really been following the story, so I don't know much. I don't think he cut his hair, man. I don't know what the hell happened. I think he got into an accident and there's the damage. Looks more like Worf from Star Trek Generation. You can call him Superman. Since you do though. At least we can get rid of the giant blob on his head. It's DC sleeping on the job. Yeah. At least get rid of this, even if his hairline's fucked up. Falcon got a receding hairline too, so yeah. Fuck it. The extraordinary swagger of a black teen, the extraordinary hairline of a black man drawn by a woke idiot. It's a mess, and you can see. Well, maybe Michael B. Jordan doesn't want to be the Black Superman. Michael B. Jordan gives an update on the Static Shock movie and says he's flattered by Superman rumors. Yesterday on the Culture Crime Fighters with me and Matt, we talked a lot about Michael B. Jordan not really being a fan of Blackwasher Superman, saying he'd rather do original properties, and if he did, it would be Calvin Ellis, which is the guy with a pussy on his head and a fucked up hairline. And you can see why he might not want to really do that. But he wanted to focus on doing more original things, and kept talking about leaving things at certain properties as they are, even though people want a lot of black brand or black-led franchises. You still want to leave the franchise that exists as they are, as legendary as they are. And he didn't really want to be compared to Superman. This is just a synopsis of what he said, and a little bit, these are my words. You check the video or check Bounding's article on it for his exact quotes. But he says in this article with Collider, as a kid watching Static Shock, it was something that inspired me. And I liked Static Shock as a kid. And it's funny, one of the main things, he had a white best friend. I hope they don't woke that up. It's something that really shouldn't be woke. He was I remember, and I can't think of the creator offhand, and I don't want to say the wrong name, but the creator was upset. Fimber told me the story when I guess back in the day when Shock was popular, a white kid dressed up as Static and black kids were harassing him, and he was pissed because in his head he wanted Static Shock to be as popular as Spider-Man, something that was universal and that any kid could dress up as Static Shock. Because that's how people would like to be perceived, believe it or not. Michael B. Jordan is a busy man. Not only is he star potentially franchise starter Without Remorse out on Amazon on Friday, and he's currently filming a drama directed by Denzel Washington. He's poised to make his directorial debut on Creed 3, which this says it looks like Stallone won't be in it, so I don't know how good that's going to be. The last one was just Rocky 2, the sequel, Rocky 4 sequel. So, but he's no stranger to superhero or comic books. He's a self-professed fan, gave us one of the best MCU villains to date, and I think he might come back in Black Panther 2 if they want to make money. As far as Killmonger, and he's producing his own superhero movie, which is an adaptation of Static Shock for Warner Brothers and DC Films. The movie will feature Virgil Hawkins, a young black man, of course, who gains electric powers after interaction with a radioactive substance. It's the Big Bang, I think it's called, because the Bang Babies. So when Collider's own Steve Weintraub spoke with Jordan at the Without Remorse press day, he asked the actor and producer how things were going on Static Shock, and Jordan revealed that he was inspired by Static Shock as a kid. Right now we have a writer, Randy McKinnon, who's putting together, taking a draft right now. Really excited. I mean, again, as a kid growing up, watching Static Shock was something that inspired me. And at that time, representation at a young age, it was really important to me. And it's nothing wrong. You know what? As much as we talk shit about representation, I like Static Shock a lot. You know what I mean? Because it was a cool character, but it is cool to see, it's cool when you see a cool character that's black. I'm not going to lie. That's why I had fucking old John Stewart. He was awesome in the Justice League. He looked different in the Justice League cartoon. But not only is dude from Detroit, so shout out to Detroit, got the Lions head on. But on top of it, he was a very cool character in the series. So you do want to see cool characters that look like you. It's awesome to see, but it got to not be shitty. I don't want to be a token. I don't want to just have a hand-me-down. You know what I mean? That's why I had to come up with my own fucking superhero and become one myself, because there was no way I'm going to get one otherwise. But neither here nor there. He says representation at a young age was important to him, and shout out to these people down here in his ad. And I know it'll be important to a lot of other kids today. At least that's what's getting pressed on everyone. So to be able to adopt a live action version of that, I'm really excited about. No real timeline, okay, no updates, anything like that. We're in the process of building it out, and I can't wait to have something to tell you guys later. And then this is when he's asked about Superman. He says, I'm flattered. I keep coming up with conversations to these rumors to play a character like that. I mean, I've been a rumor to play so many different characters over the years, because anytime they have a black, we want to make somebody black, just have Michael B. Jordan do it. And his response is, I mean, at this point, it's flattering. I'm humbled by it. And whoever ends up stepping into that role is definitely one to look for. That means it ain't going to be him. Michael B. Jordan ain't going to be Superman. I don't think he wants to do it. Idris Elba didn't want to be the black James Bond. I think he much rather produce Static Shock. I think he recognizes, like I do, if there is any want for representation, it's not a hand-me-down character. It's a character that's original. People like original characters. I think a lot of minor characters, and man, me and my friends have been saying, where the fuck is Static Shock for a long time? Why is there no Static Shock movie? I really wish we'd have got a Static Shock movie before this current climate. I really wish we would have got one in the early 10s. 2012 to 15 would have been cool to drop a Static Shock movie and drop but they didn't. And unfortunately, it's going to probably be trash. I heard something about a BLM potential origin, but the main thing is, and actually, let me see if I can find. There's that forehead again. Comic books. Maybe it's in movies. I talked about it yesterday. Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. This is the article we spoke on yesterday. And there's just a lot of quotes on, in 2019, he said something like I'm a fan of comic books. I understand the fans being upset. Why are they doing things like this? Why are they changing that? I would feel the same way about certain things. So if I would ever dibble or dabble in anything, it would be authentic and something I feel like people would support. This is what he said in 2019. So he's constantly reiterated, not really wanting to be the blaxploitation version of a white character. He hadn't said it in those terms. He's still being PC. But it's interesting because he is kind of, everyone thinks, oh yeah, Michael B. Jordan. He's an artist, man. Like him, hate him, disagree with him. He is an artist. And artists don't like being derivative. They don't. They fucking don't. They like being original. They like being different. He much rather create, if he was able to produce a Static Shock movie that's successful, that would be way more impactful for him as a Hollywood guy. For him saying, you know what? No one did anything with this property for 20 fucking years. I took it, I made it into something. Whether he's in the movie or not, that's the shit that gets you cachet. That's the shit that gives you clout, so to speak, and a lot of money as well. So I could see that being a bigger thing, and I'm sure he knows there's more money in fucking original characters. We don't want, even a Henry Cavill had last Superman. I know Islington girl, I don't know if she likes him, but the Annas of the world love them some Cavill, man. I mean, man, it still made good money, but it's not like he's this. The Witcher is probably the biggest hit he's had, really. He's not been the best Superman. It's not all his fault. But I don't think it's like he's a slam dunk. I think Superman's kind of a dead property. So yeah, let's see what you guys are talking about. Dubon Turk says, forgot how to stop and put a great American hero and hit a wall. How's DC producing comics? This isn't something I think comics fans will be interested in. We all want to see original black heroes. Original anything. Yeah, that's the real key. Original anything. Go for it. Tyrone Magnus is raising hell because of the possibility of a Clark Kent race swap. I don't think it'll be Clark Kent. Jordan don't want that either. It would be Calvin Ellis. But even then, you see how Calvin Ellis is depicted. You don't want that. You don't want that big ass forehead ass character. He was more compelling, man. Part of that was the fucking depiction because Boseman was cucked bad in that movie. My God, you can say what you want about a lot of that movie, but that's the biggest issue with that, man. What are those? Fuck you. Jesus Christ. Just destroyed. He was emasculated from the beginning to the end. Even his girlfriend, who's an undercover spy. What do you think undercover spy means, man, as a female? Come on, man. That's fucked up. So yeah, he was the cool villain. He's Malcolm X on steroids, figuratively and literally. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's cool shit to say. Held the weight down. Appreciate you being here, but as one comes in, one comes out, almost like the hub. All right, gotta go to bed. It's 4 a.m. Whoa, appreciate you staying up for me, Cinch and Dildo. I love you too. Have a great one, people. And non-organics. Yes, we do have an Android scanner and the Stream Elements bot. Appreciate it. It's not only that, Ogre Squash has to leave. Oh man, I hate it because you've given me that insane super chat, Ogie. Thank you for all the super chats, man. Eventually, I'll get a mask that you basically bought. Thank you, man. You keep this channel going. You all have kept this channel basically a monetized channel without being monetized, so we don't have to deal with the bullshit of Susan and her bots. And I thank you for that. Go, because Jordan talked about Calvin Ellis. Yeah, being the right way to do a black Superman. The one we just seen, but Ellis is just an Obama insert with superpowers. Yeah, and you can see they don't care about him. And he's not a character they're putting development dollar in, and they're not putting development effort in. I don't have any problem with representation. I have a huge problem with taking established works and co-opting it as soapboxes. Yeah, I think that's everybody's issue. Blaze, Spawn, War Machine, always great. Heroes always prefer War Machine over Iron Man. A lot of people who play fucking because if you remember when Iron Man wasn't the shit and he was just a guy, like the image of War Machine, because he had all the extra guns in the 90s. And if you played Marvel vs. Capcom 2, you might have been a War Machine fan over Iron Man. A lot of people were. And if you remember, 2008's Iron Man, Terrence Howard was War Machine. I still think to this day he was much better than Don Cheadle. I think he was worlds better than Don Cheadle, who is a good actor. I don't think that's his role. I think that was a role for Terrence Howard. They had it cast right the first time, but as Ike Perlmutter said, former head of Marvel, they all just look alike. It doesn't matter. That's his alleged words. I wasn't in the building, but that's what everyone says. As everyone says hi to one another. Idris Elba will be a good James Bond, though. It doesn't matter as long as it's a dude. He doesn't want to do it for the same reason. I don't think, man, nobody wants to be a fucking token. These wokies that have you thinking that, especially men, because I'm not trying to stereotype. If you know who a lot of woke people are, they're usually not the most photogenic of women, regardless of race. But they did just who it is. It's you have a lot of not the most in shape or attractive either. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So you have those type of women screaming representation, because they just want attention. They just want to be noticed to make up for their inadequacies. My opinion, not fact. But men tend not to want to do their own thing. They tend not to want to be have their hand held or get pity. Nobody wants to be a pity hire. And so I can see Idris Elba saying, I don't want to be the first black James Bond. I'd rather be my own original character. So I think Michael B. Jordan has a similar mindset. See what you guys are talking about. Everyone's saying good night to Ogre Squasher. He's the king. He's the man. I agreed that aspect. Yeah. After Daniel Craig made shake up to the Stealth franchise. Hell, I'm gonna be honest. After Skyfall, I would have been cool with Idris Elba right then and there, saying, all right, Daniel Craig's story is over after Skyfall. We told his story. Let's go with Idris. Right then and there. I think that would have been the time to do it. But he doesn't want to, and I understand that as well. Like Cavill was an actor, but wasn't Wild vs. Superman. Yeah. He was never that. He never got a chance to play Superman authentically. I think he could do it, but he never got a chance. As much people love Zack Snyder, he's flawed. And yeah, the black guy in the Pantherettes, yeah, basically. He got his balls from his little sister. Absolutely. And Black Panther was definitely flawed. And yeah, we do have electronics in this community. We have electronics, we have half demons, we have polar bears, we have $1 billion benefactors. People say goodnight to Ascension Ditto. Charge and reset well, my mechanical friend. I love it. So Darius, you were on a neurotic stream. Dope. I may do that one, but I only have a phone I could use. My accent's really country. Oh, we don't care. I did the one last week. I wasn't able to do this one because I work. But yeah, I would love to do those again, especially since he posted them. That's pretty cool. And I got a few subs, so shout out to anyone who subbed from that. Bishop from the X-Men is cool. Shout out to Bishop. And yeah, War Machine was better in Marvel vs. Capcom too. That's why a lot of people in that era would, if you were in the 90s, there are a lot of 90s babies who War Machine would have been more popular than Iron Man till RDJ took it over. Iron Man was at best a B-list superhero for years. Yeah. Agreed. The 90s Spawn movies, you should think it's one of the best comic book movies ever made. I haven't seen it in a while. I'd love to see if that holds up. Wow, VW took the words right out of my mouth. Exactly what I was thinking. Oh, yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom, yeah. Yeah, MVC was solidified my opinion on War Machine. Yeah, he was sweeter in the games. He was much sweeter in the games than Iron Man to me. Yeah, he was great. House on the Floor is an underrated movie. That's another movie. If they made it today, it would be so shitty. So woke. Like, because he was a fucking pimp. He was literally a pimp. God, that movie was good. That movie was really good. Gatling guns and mini nukes over pew pew lasers. Yeah, those Gatling guns, all the guns, and even if you had the action figures, it was just so much more. It just had to. He looked like a tank. You know, Tony had the streamline look, even though the 90s Tony was huge because everything was bigger in the 90s, ladies. But yeah, he looked like a tank. He was cool. I wasn't even thinking of him as a token. He's just a cool actor, but I see your point, Elba. Yeah, a lot of people don't because I think we were talking about this yesterday, me and Matt. I feel like he fits that James Bond archetype so well from a personality standpoint, somebody mentioned yesterday, his energy just meshes. He has the same amount of smoothness, the amount of danger. He fits James Bond. I don't think he would be a token James Bond. If it had been done already before this current climate, it would a guy like that probably would do it. Would have at least had more potential to do it. But nobody, as much as everybody's screaming the woke shit they want, nobody wants to be a token. And yeah, I think he would do good. And honestly, he's as good as a play. People talk Henry Cavill. I said Tom Hardy. People are giving me pushback on that. But whoever they go with James Bond, I think they'll do better than Daniel Craig. He only had one and a half. Skyfall was watchable, but the rest of it is kind of trash. Outside of the first one, Casino Royale. Can't make it to most Neurotic member streams because they're on Sunday. Wasn't going to miss one on Thursday. Oh man, same mic as me. The AT 2020 XLR. Cool. Glad I'm selling this mic. I need it. Maybe I should toss it in a damn affiliate. Do an affiliate thing. Go Kyle, because you're from Tennessee. We'd be surprised you didn't have a thick country accent. Say it loud. Your country and you're proud. It's okay to be white. It's okay to be country. Gomer Kyle. Don't have a setup. Couldn't figure it out. If I did, boomer plus hillbilly equals duh. Hell Finite San Antonio or Finite SA. I don't know. I saw Luther. Not sure I can make the jump to Bond. I see. I never saw Luther. And apparently he didn't eat enough Caribbean food, so he doesn't qualify as black. At least according to the head of the BBC or the BBC's diversity board, whatever the fuck she was. Phone was okay. I didn't even know I could stream you on the phone last time. Bought the mic during the member stream. Yeah, I wouldn't think of Elba as a token, but if he does, and he would listen, whether we think of him as a token, he would give a good performance. The media would use him as a token. That's just how it works nowadays, unfortunately. Because everything is about the infantilizing and diminishing of black men. And if you can do it, emasculate black men, he would just get. We talked about Black Panther. And, this is supposed to be this moment. Black male character, all they do is cuck him the whole movie. And this ad, who's probably going to tell you my whole fucking address because Jesus Christ. Okay. Lido, people like Lido, whatever. This is a story I wanted to talk to you guys about. I am out of the Star Wars camp. I mean, I like myself some Echo-based network, unless it's my channel become an Echo-based network, which is never good with the echoes and the technical issues. But I'm done with Star Wars as a fan. And I spoke it into existence. Gosh darn it. I spoke the technical issues into existence, unfortunately. But I'm personally done with the platform of Star Wars, the property of Star Wars. I have no desire to this. But if you're a video gamer, there's evidence of a Mandalorian video game in the works. Upon Disney's acquisition of Lucasfilm and exclusive game rights for the Star Wars license were sold to the controversial publisher EA, who went on to publish a range of titles in the universe. Some of the biggest blockbuster releases to come out of the agreement have been Battlefront, Jedi Order, and Squadrons. Jedi Fallen Order, which I think was pretty popular. My brother told me it was a cool game. However, the representation of Star Wars in gaming is set to take a major shift in the next coming years. For the first time since the deal, other studios will be able to tackle the universe. Later this year, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga will continue popular brick-based take on the franchise after many years, and Ubisoft will release a Star Wars title in the coming years. I'm not sure if that's an upgrade. Having Ubisoft do it, not that terrible. Actually, nothing as bad as EA, even Ubisoft. As fans await the announcement for more titles in the universe, a recent leak seems to suggest that one may center around the iconic Mandalorians? ? A Twitter post from Xbox era co-founder Nick Baker shared on Reddit has revealed that, according to sources, a Mandalorian-centric Star Wars game is in development. The frequently reliable insider noted that the studio behind this game is unknown, even though there was Bethesda logo on the fan-created art. I don't know if they're doing it. I hope not. Well, no, somebody has to do it. Additionally, Baker noted that Xbox chief Phil Spencer was recently pictured with a Mandalorian Funko. Okay, that doesn't really mean anything. A lot of people have Funkos. In the past, Spencer shelf contents have been I didn't know that. Have been references to Xbox IPs. For example, the exclusive. The executive added a slew of Bethesda items to the display after their acquisition of the publisher. So maybe that's a gimmick he does, where he tosses in Easter eggs. So a user shared it to, and YouTube creator Mr. Matty Plays, who I do like, mentioned it on the Defiling Duke that he heard from a first-party Xbox studio is developing a Lucasfilm IP in the gaming platform. I guess Wolfenstein developer Machine Games is working on a Lucasfilm Indiana Jones title. Does anybody want Indiana Jones the game either? I don't know. Mr. Matty noted on the podcast while the Indiana Jones game is not the title in question that he was referring to, and another game is development. The popular YouTuber has been known to have connections at ZeniMax Media in the past, leading some to speculate that the Lucasfilm title may be developed by one of their many subsidiary developers. So this is just a lot of fluff. But my question is this. Outside of the, first thing first, do you want any more Star Wars stuff? If you're a Star Wars fan. We know to throw the Disney Star Wars stuff out, right? But do you really want a Star Wars game? Or any Star Wars memorabilia? You see all the crap I got behind me. Do you guys still want Star Wars stuff after everything that's happened? After they shit in everyone's face time and time again? Yeah, let's see what. Before I get to that, let's see what you guys are talking about. Bond needs to have a very upclass accent. Can't have a Cockney voice as Bond. Okay. If I can figure all this stuff out, anyone can. Just have to jump into it. You'll learn along the way. It's not as hard as it seems. Just waiting. If you try to wait until you're a master, you'll never start. Yeah, that's very true. I don't know what I'm doing. I still don't know. I still ask you guys for help. Luke Fox from Batwoman. Yeah, that's very masculine. Heard LeBron James was caught throwing basketball. Stevie Wonder. Listen here, buddy. Listen here.
Never let me do that shit again. I'll fuck you up. Stevie Wonder, the music genius.
Talking shit about Stevie. No, we love you, Toxic Man Flu. Hell, Toxic Man Flu. Islington girl, who obviously is a reference to Islington, England, says she likes Cockney better. I don't know if she's just. I'm not sure what she's talking about there. We're just going to stay PC. Back at you, or PG, I should say. Did you ever watch Cockney Spock? I tried to do a couple of test streams last night, figuring stuff out. My internet cannot handle the camera and mic at the same time. I'm working off 4G internet through a cell phone. I see. Well, hey, I do a lot of streams just logo. So, hey, it's no shame in just going logo until you can get everything set up. So, never heard of it, Darius Munchausen. At Toxic Man Whore with the flu. That's what Kyle was calling you. Hell, Toxic Man Flu. I think Disney's first mistake was making their film sequels. If they had just made Star Wars Rey and not put the OT cast, they probably could have made all this work well enough to make money. Yeah, I agree. They're so like, and not that you're a Rey fan. No one suggests you were a Rey fan. The Wake Down, but yeah, they're so into it has to be our. We've talked about the self-insert thing. Rey is Kathleen Kennedy self-insert, just like fucking the green nipple is Ryan Johnson's. No, but Sana Amina has Miss Marvel. What was the self-insert? We talked about I Am Not Starfire had a self-insert. The Captain America, maybe the black woman, the lesbian woman of color, Captain America has self-insert. So there's a self-insert element and there's an ego thing. They had to put Rey into the the property that existed and make her the bestest ever. Just like every other fan fiction that ever been created. He has a channel. He's in the chat so erotic all the time. He has a thick Cockney accent and a playful sense of humor. I've never heard of Cockney Spock either. Star Wars is a 20th century icon. It's a 21st century joke. I like that, Glenzer. And hell, Glenzer, I appreciate you being here. And back now we're up to about when I ask my question. Do not want Star Wars shit. Will not spend my money on it. Thank you. Not sure when I can get up and running. May have to upload videos instead. Hey, whatever you do is good. And I need to upload more videos. Because streaming can only get you so far. You need to upload videos. This is a video platform that has streaming, not a streaming platform. Even though that's what I'm so far best at. Fallen Order was fun. I will try the game as long as it's distant from the Disney tragedy. The game will be a generic shooter. More masculine action is what I want. Missed me, bitch. Oh, geesh. I thought I caught you the first time. Hell, finite essay. Not sure if that was a reference to somebody else. But the finite San Antonio. Where the hell? There you go. As far as Disney, Star Wars shows, movies, I'm done. Yeah, a lot of people are. Talk saying hi to a bunch of people. I know a Cockney is just a person from London. Well, I didn't know. I knew it was a British thing. I didn't know it was the specifics. I'm just being funny. Jins. The films were going to fail based upon who they had writing and directing. Agreed. Wait, did I hear the Islington girl says she likes knee cocks? We only talk about arm cocks in this channel. Forearm cocks, obviously. Yeah, I don't have any desire to see any, Star Wars game with the Mandalorian, with any property. I don't have any desire to see any Star Wars trash at all. Hello, Eddie reference mom throwing shoes. I see. Well, so we're near the end of this podcast. We're just drifting right along. You know what? I'll be honest. There really wasn't a major story to talk about. Let's see. I didn't even pick a positive story. Let's see. So a lot of stories. I already talked about this. This is a good story about USPS character saving someone's life. I don't know what the hell. Let me see. I always like ending with a positive story because we talk about your negative stuff. This one wasn't that negative of an episode. We didn't talk about bribing as Wes Moody. Hell, Wes Moody would call him because I think he had an address. And as much as I like these stories, I try not to go exploit of. You know what? This is used to be local story, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with this. You know what? I can't share the other story because I can't help but to think about EDP. Sorry, brother. Because it was a story about a super big guy talking to having dinner with a kid. And I'm like, in a post EDP where I don't know. NFL draft is way too long. 18 picks in 90 minutes. Damn. That's why they went to the first round on one day. Because if you remember, it used to be the first 3 rounds on Friday. The first 3 rounds on Friday, then 2 rounds on Saturday, 2 rounds on Sunday, something like that. Or first 2 rounds on Friday, something like that. And they switched it out. So first round on Thursday, and then however they do it. I'm not paying attention to NFL draft, man. As much as I like, we talked about black and white sports. Congrats on 100,000 plus in Sports Wars. I think they're at 100,000 plus too. And I know Ryan Cannell has actually subbed, which is crazy to me. So hell, Ryan Cannell. But you know what? I watch their channels more than I watch the sports. I don't want to watch sports anymore. It's not good. And it's not just the wokeness, which does not help, but these sports have just fucking changed. All of them are far too soft. They just are. They changed the rules too much to be too offensive oriented, and they've led to games that are less physical and therefore less interesting to watch, on top of being a bunch of people who make a lot of money to play a kid's game and complain about us. But speaking of kids playing games, this is a heartwarming story from the greatest city on God's green earth, well, the area, Detroit. A middle school teacher in Detroit posted a video of her students in recess that will restore your faith in humanity. As we know, what was that? I think it's in Detroit Lakes, which is technically not Detroit, but that's neither here nor there. At least I don't think it is. We'll see. The students are playing tag football when they give the ball to a student on an electric wheelchair and allow to roll him in as a touchdown. And they don't do what they did in that fucking Family Guy sketch when they do the Make-A-Wish thing and they tackle him and shit. Sometimes people think I'm crazy for teaching middle school, and then something like this happens at recess. I didn't have recess in middle school, so these kids are doing better than I did. But I went to Southfield elementary school or Southfield middle school. It wasn't Southfield Middle School. I'm not going to say the specific middle school, but it was a middle school in Southfield. Neither here nor there. Bigger. This is the B word, not no other word. Is a 6th grade teacher at Detroit Lakes Middle School. She says her students treat Kale Hannah's Named her kid Care. That's a different one. Kindness and compassion each day. It's a weird age, and sometimes we underestimate our kids. Yeah, because our kids are actually much more mature than our adults in this age. She said in an interview with a local news outlet. What show was it? Channel 7? I think it was Channel 7. The video was 100% kid orchestrated. It was them being fun. They treat Care like that every day. He has cerebral palsy. He's always dreamed about being a football player and actually had a dream about it. He told some friends about his dream and they made it happen. So I will play the video, even though I always get shit when I play these fucking things, but it's a sweet, sweet story. So let's play the video. I feel happy for him. Aww. That's nice. Oh, you're sad. So one of the reasons I almost don't talk about stories like this is sometimes I worry about them being exploitive. They really played along. That was pretty sweet. If I worry about them being exploitive, a lot of these positive stories are kind of have an exploitive take on them, and so I kind of try to shy away from them. But yeah, just like it go to positive though, that's pretty heartwarming, pretty wholesome, especially for this show. Hell, that 70s rock fan joining super late. Friday night essay. Yeah, I love the happy last bit of news. Hell, that 70s rock fan. Awesome. Glad I got to see. Yeah, really heartwarming story. Hell, my rocking friend, stepson and Fred. My stepson and friend came by, and his friend played Painted Black and Hendrix. Cool that young kids are playing the old music and learning it. Well, if they want to play guitar, where else are they going to learn it? There's no new guitar-oriented music coming out. Isn't the girl you make it Barney Rubble again? Nice little story. No, never, said she says to that 70s rock fan. Still got a little time. I feel like it's a little early. I want to go to 11. I have another 20 minutes to go. So, you know, we'll just be open-ended for the last 20 minutes. Because, yeah, I mean, I ended with a positive story. I like ending on a positive note. I think it's a heartwarming moment. But I was just expected to go a little longer. Make sure I don't have any notifications. I don't think I do. So, yeah, I'm going to just freestyle. Not actually freestyle for another 20 minutes or so to make it to 11. Exactly, V-Dub. Exactly. And just see what you guys are doing. Yeah, classics will live forever, no matter what type of culture we're talking about, whether it was music, and we talked a little bit about classic music. I brought up that Stevie Wonder, all jokes aside, my second favorite artist. My first favorite artist is Prince. I am a fan of the Beatles. They brought up the Stones, and the Stones are cool. I actually like the Who better. And I know they're not quite the same. I just like the Who better. And I don't like either of them as much as I like the Beatles or the Smiths. I am a Smiths fan. So, no, actually freestyle, I'm down. No, I can't. I can't do anything live. I hate freestyling. And it's so awkward. Freestyling is the shit. Like, if you're good at it, it's awesome. When you're not, it's the lamest shit on earth. The lamest shit on earth. But yeah, classic material is the so yeah, 70s agrees. The Who's my favorite rock band all time. I really, yeah, the Who's pretty good. Did you see the girl from the Disaster Girl meme is now 21 and we're 500K as a college student? I don't even know what the Disaster Girl meme is. So let me check. So that's something to check out. As we, you know, when open-ended, it was basically the post show, the post Vigilante Williamson show. I'm gonna do this in the mask. Got it, Disaster Girl. Oh, she just sold her meme as an NFT. Can somebody explain this NFT shit? Because I want to do the NFT. If I do the logo as NFT, I guess we'll just split it with Mando. If it was a logo and it went for anything, I'd split it whole. Because I'm into the damn So this is the Disaster Girl. What was the meme? I'm so old. I don't know if I only vaguely know of this meme. So yeah. So this was taken in 2005, which is the year I graduated, how old I am. And used this meme as an NFT for 180 Ether. Holy smokes. Yeah, 500 grand. That's a lot. Can somebody explain how to do this NFT thing? Because I want to do some NFT. If I could do NFT music, I would definitely want to release that shit. Does anybody understand the NFT? Cryptocurrency is crazy enough. This NFT shit is even wackier. I don't get it at all. I don't get it at all. So, no, I did not see that new bomb turp, but now I have. So thanks for bringing that to my attention. Oof. So yeah, who's better than Zeppelin? Who better than Zeppelin? Been called a fool a lot and got that statement. Wow. I like who better. I think Zeppelin, they have songs. And I really like Pink Floyd. Really like Pink Floyd. I really, really like Pink Floyd. Bowie. We talk about the 70s era, like 70s, right? And again, also like black music too. Just because you got Marvin Gaye, Stevie, yeah, Parliament Funkadelic, Sly and the Family Stone, and then you have there's a lot of good music in the 70s of all different genres. It was 70s, 80s, and the 90s are the best eras of music. So, you can put the 60s. Yes, I'll go to 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. The best eras of music. I actually prefer the 80s best, but the 70s are right behind it. Take the Who any day. Respect that, yeah. Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, the Burning House of the Face. I feel like I may have seen it before, but it's not one I just immediately know like that. If you're just looking for something to talk about, I got a 2-minute video to make you laugh or two out of. What video? Tom Petty, Rob Zombie, Corey Taylor, Nirvana, Hendrix, but numberless changes, but Tom is always number one. Okay. No free falling. It's an old school meme. I prefer the new wave version of the Punk Floyd. I never heard of them. To me, both bands are great for different reasons, like trying to give number one to a specific guitarist. It's something very hard to do. Yeah. Every artist has, or we talk about artists and really craftsmen and women. And we talk about the craftsmen create a lot of this great music. Like it's not a matter of who's better. It's a matter of whose artistic interpretation connects with you more. Because all of these artists that we're talking about are incredible musical geniuses in the true sense of the word. And Tom is the GOAT. Yeah. Yeah, I think, I just talked about Prince. I think there was something fishy about both of their deaths. Which flavor of pig? After Sid Barrett, I know, because it's that right after Sid Barrett. Like that right, was it Wish You Were Here and Dark Side of the Moon and that era. I mean, The Wall is still, I like The Wall, but just that 70s Sid Barrett just went crazy and left. And we have a bunch of albums that era. It is my favorite. And Talking Heads are good too. NFTs are sort of like taking the original code involved and somehow making them a non-copyable work of art. Somehow, I don't know, the meme is still out there for free. Shrug emoji. Yeah, I want to see if I can make my song into an NFT. Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah, really good album. Love Parliament Funkadelic. Hell, yeah. Rock, that got me into Rock and Queen. Oh, Dark Side of the Moon on vinyl. Good. If you have that, awesome. Do you like Funkadelic's Maggot Brain, one of the greatest records ever made? I do like that song. I would like to play some, but I can't. And I'm not going to try to sing. George Clinton was great. I know my family saw a George Clinton concert, and he performed. He was performing after the music stopped, after everybody was done. He just was still performing there, cut his mic off. He's still performing. He's really an eccentric guy, but seems cool. And apparently he is actually funky. Like he stank. At least that's what people said. But he was cool. And music mattered. Music, it took a lot of craft to make music. All these different genres are okay. Metal is fun. But The Wall spoke to me most. Yeah. Indeed, it's hard to pick. They're all great. Yeah. Metallica was the Kings until Burton died. Okay. Oh, he sent the link in the Twitter message. I'll check that out. Hey, Eric K. You said I can start, so I can now start since you've arrived. It's actually toward the end of the show. I'm just kind of bullshit because I thought I would go longer. My dad still has the record. It's Sublime. Pretty cool. I've been digging up super deep cuts for listening. James Game, Black Oak, Arkansas, Mountain, Montrose. The list goes on. I need more music for sampling. I know not everyone likes the whole sampling thing, but as a hip hop guy, I do. since I have you here, what's your theory? I kept talking about the Paul is dead thing on whatever Wednesday, and everybody fucking no-sold it. I kept saying Paul is dead, and I was waiting for a fucking reaction. I say something about this. See the fucking racist of whatever Wednesday. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. I talk about fucking Stevie Wonder. All of a sudden, his golf balls flying at him. You know what I mean? I talk about Paul being dead. Fucking crickets. I see exactly how it is. I see exactly how it fucking is. I'm joking. I need to let everyone know. This is a joke. It's a joke. I love Wes. I love everybody there. But yeah, anybody can make a video about that. Is that 70s rock fan? Yeah. What do you think about the Paul is dead, man? Because I mean, real talk, the record industry is full of crazy shit, man. Lots of crazy shit. Lots of things stranger than fiction. Hell, the Beatles were made, if you guys know, by the Tavistock Institute. They're not completely organic. Not only that, the Sex Pistols were a made-up band. You know, they were the manager created them, Michael McLaren. They kind of got off the hook, but they were made up. That's not like an organic band. I think the Beatles, I think a couple of them were friends, but a lot of that was fake. So it wouldn't shock me if the potential is there. I mean, the potential for him to have passed. Oh no, it's cool, Gomer. I'm glad we're just talking about it. Like I said, I kept saying it. Nobody said anything. Paul lost his soul and wings. Maybe. I may do that. I'll add it to the list. Perhaps taking the opposite angle. I mean, is there convincing evidence that Paul's alive? Good. That's a good angle. Never bought into the Paul is dead bit. Even the Beatles trolled the fans with that one. Maybe. Smash up Collision Course. Oh yeah, Collision Course. Lincoln Park and Jay-Z. That was pretty big back in the day. I did like it. Anybody for some SRV or perhaps Faces? I'm not sure what that is. Let me look at my man's the Weight Downs Twitter message. And I'll look at this Not the Weekend. Let's see how good I am with the Twitter. So how good I am typing through this mask. Okay, thank you for auto-populating. So let's see this link. I hope it's not something that's going to get me claimed, because I'm really sick of the copyright claims. Not sure if that's slowing my channel down. Oh, it's the Weight Downs video. Thank God. You're not going to copyright claim me, are you, man? Okay, it's only 3 minutes. Yeah, we'll watch the video. You guys are also always so awesome. I'll toss the old headphones on. Please don't wrapped up in shit. Please don't knock a cord out and knock my sound card offline headphones. All right, let's get you on the other screen. And we will watch the Weight Down. So, and yay, let me actually also get your channel so we can promote the hell out of you and see if we can't get your subs out, man. Subs up. No one else on D Live. Shout out to Captain Cheesecake for making us wonder with that meme earlier. We appreciate you. And you know, I probably am going to wrap things up after this video. I appreciate you guys hanging in the after party. A lot of people came late. That's what she said. Better to come late than come fast. In any event, let's see the Wake Downs video on Disney Star Wars. And nice intro. Already better than me, so that's good.
Look at that donk.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, I never did this, ever. I never.
I could jerk off.
Okay, wait, though.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Getting your Perry Chan on.
I think we have to be really careful.
Even for the strongest people.
We can't ignore cancel culture.
Who was the woman in the Mandalorian? What did she do?
Not a damn thing!
Oh, I like that Friday reference.
Before you see Justice League, I wanted to say a huge thank you to
Geeks and Gamers.
your amazing and generous support for AFSP that you made happen. So thank you so much. And
are you guys looking
I'm stealing you. You're my Perry Chan. Wait now.
To resign?
Thank you for your question. We look forward to firing Kathy Kennedy.
This is awesome. I like this stuff, man.
I had dinner last night.
Man, you better sub to the fucking
Wake
Wake
How
Down.
great the partnership has gone for the last 5 years, from the inception of the idea that, hey, maybe we should do something like this, to what it actually sort of turned out to be.
Pure garbage.
So this is how Star Wars dies.
How do you have a war when no one will fight for either of you?
We refuse to take sides in this anymore. And we refuse to let you turn us against one another. We know who we are now.
You can kill us one by one, and those who follow us, and those who follow them, on and on. Until there's no one left to kill. You will have failed as guardians, and you will be alone.
It's over because we've decided it's over. Now get the hell out of our galaxy. Both of you.
That was pretty awesome. Wake Down. Yeah, I'm stealing you as my Perry Chan. I don't have a Perry Chan. I want to. You're my Perry Chan. You're stolen. That was awesome. Wake Down. That was fucking awesome. That was like super awesome. There are, I don't know how many of you in the chat. Let me get his link again. There's 24 subs he has. He should have more subs than me because he's better than me at videos already. So if he's up to 27, you got him up to 27. We appreciate that. There are still 14 of you in the chat. We can get him up to 40. We can get the Wake Down up to 40. That was pretty good. Get my man the Wake Down up to 40 after that. That was awesome. Thank you, man. That I have to end the show on that. I'm not going to top that. That was awesome. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, glad we loved it, man. I loved it. Shout out to Stevie Ray Vaughan. That's what SRV means. I'm sorry. Awesome, man. Yeah, LOL. Called JP. Jordan Peterson. Nobody. I found myself from home. Fainted. Okay. So yeah, please give my man a sub. That was pretty good. And I'm going to steal him as my Perry Chan. You know what I mean? I think he's better. You can't use the Perry Chan at home. I think he's better than Perry Chan at home. He's not, Perry Chan's a league of his own, but I'm taking him. Wait down. Time to hit him up with that copyright strike. No, don't do it. Wait down. Please don't. LL, anytime you need a vid, just let me know. I will. Subbed. Yeah, there you go. Sub, yeah. Yeah, I think you're gonna grow far, man. Eric K, at least, yeah, I think touched that long. Eric Clapton was incredible. Nothing compares. Shout out to Cream. Shout out to Clapton's solo career. GK Hill. Going Kyle. Yeah, we got a lot of subs. Yeah, everybody subbed to the Wake Down. So yeah, there's no way to top that. No way I can top that. That is going to end the show. There's the music. So let's see what we got the Wake Down to. He was at 24 when we started. Got him to 33, so Illuminati confirmed. Not quite to 40, but it's still great. And we know he will be ahead of me in no time. So thank you, Wake Down, for that video. It was a cool way to end. I want to thank Toxic Man Flu. I've touched the Wake Down in the sub place. That's awesome. Roy Gallagher is the most underrated rock guitarist of all time. Has a lot of good ones. Hell, that 70s rock fan, Finite San Antonio or SA, Brutal Morningwood, Eric K, the king of all wrenches, I appreciate him. New Bomb Turk, Tupac Shakur, the Islington Girl. Who else we have? Darius Moonchild. Can't forget my Detroit brother. I said Gomer Kyle. If I didn't, Gomer Kyle, obviously. Obviously, we also have people who weren't here, like Ogre Squasher, Sent You Dildo, Buzz, Android Scanner. Hopefully, you're still around. Snorter Poopers Q Bird, I don't think was here today, but we still love him nonetheless. Anyone I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing someone obvious. Let me make sure. Let's also see the super chats. I know I got Gomer Kyle who sent the super chat, and of course Ogre Squasher sending in another incredible super chat. Gomer Kyle's super chat is not cheap either. $15 is not cheap. So thank you all for super chatting. If I forgot your name, please blame my head, not my heart, because I'm at the top of the list I appreciate everybody who's watching this either now on the playback. So, no throwdown tonight? I'm not sure. Maybe. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do so. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching and thank you for your time. Good night and God bless. Appreciate everybody for being here.